Hey everybody, welcome back to my Subaru for another Miller Time devotion, and I am down here in Santa Cruz near the beach where I met my wife 28 and a half years ago, and I just went for a mountain bike ride, and so I always feel great after a mountain bike ride. Not only that, this morning I got to play golf with a good friend, Ted Fritzky. Ted, thank you for the game of golf this morning, and thank you for your amazing offering boxes that you made for our church. Then, guess what? When I go home in just a few minutes, I am going to get to hold my grandson, Judah. I can't think of a better day other than if I had a hot tub. Now, you can't have everything, I guess, but if I had a hot tub, that might top it off as the best day I've ever had in my life. Anyway, I talked about forgiveness in the message on Sunday if you were there or you listened online, and I wanted to show you a short video clip of a comedian named Michael Jr. If you're ever just needing to be encouraged or needing to laugh, and it's so good to laugh, look up Michael Jr. online. He's a faithful Christian man, funny, clean, and he also often brings the gospel into his comedy shows. But he recounted an occasion when he was 16 years old watching his favorite team, the LA Lakers, and one of his favorite players, AC Green. Now, I'm not a Laker fan, but I was and still am a huge AC Green fan. And at the end of his career, he ended up playing for the Phoenix Suns, and he recounts a game where AC Green lost 3 teeth because of a cheap shot from another player on the other team. And so take a look at this video. First of all, I'm going to show you the video of AC Green getting his teeth knocked out. It's not real graphic or bad. They don't show it up close or anything. And then I'm going to show you the video of Michael Jr. recounting that occasion. He's got a very, very good message and a reason for recounting this story. So take a look at these 2 videos.
AC Green left without his front teeth, courtesy of this elbow from J.R. Reed. While AC Green searched for his teeth, Reed could ponder a $10,000 fine and a 2-game ban.
People said that JR said he was going to do it, and if that's true, the league should do something. A guy says he's going to hit a guy, and then hits the guy, knocks a couple of teeth out. The NBA, I know they ain't got much courage up there, but if they got any courage...
I'm about to share something with you that's so cool, okay? This is probably, in my opinion for sure, maybe some others, or maybe even you after you hear this, I think this is the greatest sports play of all times that wasn't a sports play. And if you played your play the way this dude played his play, you're gonna do more than just play. I ain't playing. All right, so let me set it up for you. I don't remember what year it was. I probably should for this video, but I don't know. But the greatest sports play, this is a basketball play. Like the great, in my opinion, because it's so dope. It was the Lakers. I know you're thinking Lakers, whoa, Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. No. AC Green. Okay, I'm gonna give you a minute to Google AC Green. Some of y'all like, who? Anyway, so AC Green was playing the Phoenix Suns. I mean, the Lakers are playing the Suns. AC Green plays for the Lakers, right? And I can't remember exactly how the play went, but they're on one end, and AC gets a rebound, and I think he elbows a guy by mistake. They run down to the other end of the court. AC Green, something happens. There's a little bump and push, and the other dude who he elbowed before that, kablam, hit him in his mouth. Like, hit him really hard. At this point, you're probably thinking, that's the greatest play? You sure are. You seem more violent than normal, Michael Jr. No. I'm not done yet. Let me finish the story. Stop interrupting. I know it's a video. That makes sense. Anyway, hits him in his mouth. Boom. 3 teeth fall out. Like 3 teeth fall out. Let's pause for a second. What you think happened next? What you think happened next? Guess what happened next? AC Green looks at this dude. AC's a big dude too. He playing in the NBA. He looks at this dude, then looks on the ground, picks up his teeth, and goes and sits down. When I saw this, I was like 16 years old. And I'm looking at the TV screen and I'm saying, what? You was a punk. I would have knocked him out. You a punk. You ain't no good. You soft. You shouldn't be playing for the Lakers. Like, I just went off like it don't make any sense. But now, coming into adulthood and being a grown man now, I went back and looked at that play. And in my opinion, it is one of the greatest plays that have ever taken place in sports that has nothing to do with sports. It's actually the definition of bad sportsmanship and then good sportsmanship on the side of AC Green. He hit him in the mouth, 3 teeth falls out. He has the composure to pick them teeth up and just sit down. He wasn't afraid of the guy because it actually takes way more courage and strength and self-control to do what AC did versus just going whatever your flesh is telling you to do and go off. We've all seen that one before, but what we haven't seen is somebody stopping, thinking, not just with their head, but also with their heart, reach down, pick their teeth up, and sit themselves down. In an interview later on that I found, AC Green says he had actually been preparing for that moment. Like, AC Green is a Christian, and he knows about turning the other cheek, and that brother literally turned the other cheek and picked up his teeth and sat himself down. Now listen, it'd be an amazing way to finish up this video if I told you, if somebody hit me in my mouth, that's what I'm gonna do too. It's probably not it. I'm just gonna be real with you, probably not it. However, I would hope that I do something close to what AC Green pulled off. I would hope I'm in a position to be able to let go in that moment and do what God would have me to do, as opposed to what my flesh feels like doing. So here's the question I got for you. In what area of your life has someone hit you in your mouth and you have either, one, you stuck there like, woe is me, I can't believe this happened, and you still talking about that thing and you haven't moved on? Or what area in your life has someone hit you in your mouth and you haven't let go? You haven't forgave them. You're still upset about the fact that they hit you. What can you do today to pick up your teeth? Even if it wasn't as hard as 3 teeth getting knocked out. What if they just nudged you a little bit in life? What if they weren't there for you in some way, or maybe you heard them talking behind your back, or they said something negative, or whatever might have taken place? Can you get to the point where you at least say, you know what, let me pick up my teeth? Because if in doing so, like AC Green afterwards took those same teeth to the dentist and got them put back in. But first he had to have the mindset to at least go pick. If they were starting to fight and scrap all over the place, he probably would have never found them. Some of you guys are probably fighting right now over an injury, over an insult that happened years ago, that at this point you really should be able to let go. You don't have to be AC Green, but you can let go right now. What area of your life do you need to let go? Who do you need to forgive? Who do you need to call or text right now so you can let that go, so you can truly grow? I'm Michael Jr. I love you. I'm out.
I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you're encouraged by it, and I hope that you will recognize how vital and how important it is to forgive those who are indebted or who have sinned or have trespassed against you. It will happen unless you can avoid people at all costs. You will be offended, hurt, sinned against, and someone will be indebted to you. And so I just want to encourage you to do everything you can with God's help, to forgive those who are indebted to you. God bless you guys. May the peace of God that passes all understanding guard your hearts and minds in Christ Jesus. God bless you. I love you, and I'll see you next time.